Pwede ba paliwanag ninyo yung bagong vision ng ating simbahan? Mukhang itong bagong, kumbaga, lalabas lang sa, ano,
Fresh from the oven.
from the oven. Paliwanag po, Bishop.
Yeah,
Mga sis bros, tayo po nagpapasalamat at nakausap na naman natin si Bishop Seri, although siya ay retired na, but he is still very active sa mga issues ng church natin, lalong-lalo na sa regionalization at sa mga recent developments ng ating simbahan. Last week po, galing siya ng Chicago at nag-attend siya ng meeting ng Council of Bishops at marami po silang ginawang statement doon at inaprobahang mga bagong development sa ating simbahan. At isa lang nga po dito, yung bagong vision ng ating simbahan ng UMC. At yun po ay ipapaliwanag sa ating Bishop Seri.
Una, ako ay natutuwa kasi lumabas na yung new vision of the United Methodist Church. Yan kasi ay matagal na pinag-usapan. Kasama pa din ako doon sa connectional table nung iyan ay ipanganak. Hanggang ni-report namin sa Council of Bishops, ibinalik sa connectional table. Hindi na ako miyembro noon after noon. And then pinrocess, ni-revise. At yung final form na inapruba ng Council of Bishops last spring meeting, itong April, ay the United Methodist Church forming disciples of Jesus Christ, loving boldly, serving joyfully, and leading courageously. Bold letters yon, yung loving boldly, first and foremost, yun ay in relation to our love to God, which is the greatest commandment, di ba? Love God above all, and then love your neighbor. So as United Methodists, we continue to exercise, we continue to practice being bold in loving. You know? So yung pag-ibig natin sa Diyos, ano yun? Hindi pwedeng isa-isang tabi yun. At yun pa rin ang core values ng ating faith. At yun, it should be seen in relationship, in relation to other people. Love your neighbor. So, basic and foremost yun. Pangalawa, yung serve joyfully. Kasi, being a church and being disciples of Jesus Christ, we are called to serve. Hindi mo pwedeng isa-isang tabi din yung paglilingkod sapagkat mismong ang Panginoon ay parito, bumaba, nag-incarnate to serve, not to be served. So, yun yung church. Ganun yung church dapat na ating pinagpapatuloy na siya'y simbahan na naglilingkod sa tao. Yung paglilingkod sa Diyos ay abstract yun eh. Pero yung paglilingkod sa tao, konkreto yun. So, dapat joyfully doing our service because we are called to serve. Pangatlo, yung courageous leadership, which is very relevant and timely. Sapagkat, sabi nga ng President ng Council, this is not the time for the church to be silent. It is time for us to speak up, to tell the truth. Sapagkat, sabi niya, kapag ikaw yung nanahimik, ibig sabihin, sumasang-ayon ka. Hindi ka kumikibo eh. Di sang-ayon ka.
Silence means yes.
Yes, parang ganun ang lumalabas. So, sapagkat yung simbahan natin, dumadaan siya sa crisis at dumaan siya sa napakatinding crisis dahil sa fake news. Di ba? Fake news eh. Ikaw, journalist ka. Yung fake news eh, very powerful yan eh. Misinformation, disinformation, yan ang ginagamit ng kalaban eh. Pero as a church, dapat ay huwag kang tumahimik. Sabihin mo kung ano yung totoo, kung ano yung dapat. Sapagkat yun ay prophetic role natin yon. Kaya magandang pag-aralan natin yon. At i-discover natin paano natin ma-internalize at mapuput into practice. Yon ang bagong at yung lead courageously to the community, to the world, and through the community hanggang sa grassroots level, dapat ay maranasan at maipakita yon. So, yun ang role ng mga obispo. Yung active especially ay they are mandated to cascade that new vision to the grassroots level from the annual conference, district conference, and church conference para maintindihan ng kabuuan ng ating iglesia. That is our new vision.
Oo, maganda po yan, Bishop, kasi nagkaroon ng specificity yung mga ating vision, ano?
Oo.
Meron siyang kasamang specific.
Oo.
Joyfully, courageously,
Boldly.
boldly. Pero ang tanong ko, Bishop, plus na tanong, kailan ho ito effective?
Abay, effective immediately yun. Oo, nag-take effect na yun. No?
After nung COB approval,
Oo.
effective na yun.
Effective na yun. At kaya nga merong letter ang council sa mga obispo na ibaba ka agad yan. Ngayong conferences niya yun. That is their mandate. To teach the people, the annual conferences, regarding the new vision of the church.
Napakaganda po niyan, Bishop. At ako bilang journalist, ang tagal ko nang parang hinihintay ang ating church to be bold, to be courageous, especially to be bold and courageous. Of course, to be joyful sa ating services. Kaya ito po talaga, I think, very relevant sa ating kalagayan ngayon.
Yes. Ako nga, yung interpretation ko dun sa courageous leadership, that is a prophetic role of the church, of church leaders. Na especially nga, mga nangyayari ngayon sa mundo, kinakailangang maging very, wag tayo matakot.
Yung sabi niyong prophetic, Bishop, pakapaliwanag ngayon medyo...
When I say prophetic, kasi ang obispo, meron siyang tawag doon, commitment, called to keep the unity of the church and serve as prophetic voice of the church. So, ibig sabihin, when we say prophetic, you are vocal enough to expose evil and tell the truth. Don't be afraid to tell the truth kahit especially sa ating panahon. Truth means being red tag sa atin.
Kaya ibabas ka.
Talagang yung mali gagawin tama at yung tama ang gagawin mali. So, wag kang ma-intimidate doon. Ako yung sinasabi ko, nung ako ay active bishop sa mga pastor, sinasabi ko, wag kayo nagpapa-intimidate. You are called to serve as prophet of the church.
Pwede ba sabihin, Bishop, na don't be afraid to be crucified?
Oh, that's the calling. That's the nature of our calling. Although it's easier said than done, pero leading towards that, especially yung ating mga simbahan, gusto nila mapayapa, tahimik, walang kibo. Hindi naman pwede ganon. Ako, medyo identified ako na progressive dahil ako nagsasalita ako minsan ng hindi ayon sa mga gusto ng marami. But that's my conviction, being a prophet of the church.
Ay mga sis bros,